Hi guys, and welcome to Scorpion Racewear. Today, you might be able to see behind us, we're at a new facility. In the last month or so, we've moved properties, and we've actually set up our own little display room in the new facility. Plus we actually have our own office and something special happening in the background as well, which we'll show you much later. So first off, we'd just like to thank everyone for the support that we've had recently. We have been a little bit quiet of late, mainly because of the move, plus the fires that have been around here in Sydney. We did get evacuated one time where we are, so we do appreciate all the fireys that are working hard in New South Wales and in Queensland to stop these fires. So if you see one of the guys, you know, give them a hand, help them out and everything like that. So let's start with, as I just said, new headquarters for Scorpion Racewear. It's been in a big working that we've been trying to do, so we're really starting to emphasise stuff. As I said, we've got a little display room with all our gear. You see some of it behind me, so it's been really good. New items that we're also going to introduce. I'll just grab this. Fluoro underwear, just for the sake of people that want to be out there and seen. It's a new one. We can get them in quite a lot of different colours now. So if you're looking for underwear instead of the plain black or plain white, why don't you try something a bit on the fancy? This is actually for a customer. It's not mine. So that customer will be getting it soon, and I know he's going to be really impressed with this one. So most of our suits gear now will be having the Scorpion logo on them. They never used to. We've upgraded now, and we've started to do them as well. Other works that we have online, we said to you before that we had some other gear that we'd brought online, the banners. So we just want to make sure that we remind you that these new gears that are on, and we still have the DTT and everything like that, so just being things. Alright, so let's move on to the Scorpion Cup, the update. Some big things are happening recently with the Scorpion Cup. Obviously, you've got the announcement of Karina Annan, done by Billy Hickey. I must thank Billy for the actual interview that he did. It was marvellous to have that. I couldn't get over to New Zealand to do it, so it's great to have someone there that can do it. So really appreciate that. Okay, so with Karina coming over, that's just going to go and strengthen the field, and we'll see what how she goes on the night. Some of the drivers have already been speaking to me most weekends when I'm out at the track. I know that Kiana Sutherland is trying to come out for the event. She's just current Australian #1. The current champion for Scorpion Cup, Chris Marino, I'm not sure exactly where he is at the moment. I haven't seen him for a while at the track. But the second and third guys, Sean DeVudy and Chris and Steve Walsh, they're 100% coming along. Obviously, we're going to have all our Doors family of the Scorpion guys, so they'll definitely be there. But we're shaping up to have a really big field. We've got some extra things happening on the night, so it's going to be really an entertaining night. So get out to Narra Speedway on the 7th of March for the Scorpion Cup. Some of the things that we will be having that we'll let you know now, we will be having a signing session. So we'll have the Scorpion gazebos up, and at one stage there we're going to get all the drivers as much as we can out with posters and everything like that for a sign up. So if you've got young children or anyone like that out at the Narra track, come along, get your signature. Karina will have her gear, so it'll be completely different to all the others, so we'll get that along as well. We're also going to try and do something a little bit different this year with the podium, with the actual finishing of the track. Normally it's done afterwards with the presentations. We have asked Narra Speedway to see if we can actually do it on the main straight. So that'll be presented straight after the actual final, and will be done on the main straight. So we're going to be having some interviews and everything with that as well. As we know, the money situation for that is done really well. We've been able to cover the $1,000 so far, which is great. So I've got a big shout out to Sean DeVudy with Tip Me Up. He's come on board again from this season, as he did last season. Beck Doyle from BPD Promotional Girls, and also KRE Racing, Kai and his father have also chipped in some money. So thank you very much, guys, for doing that. That really does help us out a lot trying to get everything ordered. We will have a static display up. Scorpion Raceway supporter driver Kobe Elliott is going to be bringing his sprint car up. And so he will have a static display up as well. So we'll be able to get all the kids over and everything like that. He's going to have all his stuff to be signing, and most likely his mother Kylie will have some gifts and everything for the kids because she's all about the kids. So also with Kobe, we're actually going to see, we haven't actually confirmed it yet, but we are trying to get him his sprint car out for the actual parade lap for this final. So he'll be actually the parade car. Is that what we're trying to do? So we'll let you know if that is actually be able to. So again, thanks to all the sponsors that have come on board already. If you know of anyone that is interested in trying to in this, please contact them to get in contact with me, and we'll go from there. Now, our second big announcement. This one is really cool. I reckon this is just showing how much people are starting to take notice of our Scorpion Racewear. We're going to introduce to someone right now. He's just beside me, well, kind of beside me. He's going to be coming over and giving us a hand. So we're going to slide over to him now, and we'll just speak to him. The young man is Billy Hickey. Hello, Billy.
G'day, Nigel. How are you?
How you going, mate?
Very well, thank you. Very well.
So, what's this big announcement? Let's start with that first.
Big announcement. Well, I will be attending the Scorpion Cup at Narra Speedway on the 7th of March 2020, and I cannot wait.
Well, that's absolutely great. So you're going to be coming over. So we've already spoken, obviously, so we know what's going. But so what are you going to be actually doing for us while you're over here?
Well, it's not all about chilling out and having beers and watching the racing. I'll be coming over and working all your media stuff for you. So. You'll see my face all over the Scorpion Raceway page. I'll be chatting to the drivers. I'll be maybe a bit of a technical insight if I know how these cars work, and a bit about the track and of course the Cup. We'll try and drag an interview out of Nigel. He's not a big fan of the camera, believe it or not. So
no.
So we'll try and drag an interview out of Nigel at some point, and of course the drivers, the fans. It's all about the Cup and the track and all that kind of stuff. So I'll be doing my best to give it a red hot go.
So with you coming over, where's the background come from? You actually saying, well, I want to go over there and do this. Where does that actually come from?
Well, it actually comes from you, Nigel. From the people that don't know, I first met Nigel 2 years ago at the 2018 New Zealand Super Saloon Champs, and he was over supporting one of his supporter drivers, Kristen Vermeulen. And we did a short interview on the Scorpion Raceway page where I interviewed Kristen and Nigel. And that's where the relationship grew from. A wee while after that, I got heavily involved with Kristen in her racing. I did a little bit of crewing for her. It was only one meeting, but still heavily involved. And then not so long after that, I got into some racing myself and purchased my own suit, and then it all just sort of took off from there. So I've been a part of your family, the Scorpion family, for quite a while now. And I just thought it was fitting to come over and give you a hand and see what this Australia Speedway scene is all about.
Yeah, well, see, you actually work like two types of different media as such in New Zealand. You work for two different companies. So what actual companies do you work for over there?
So I'm the TV presenter for the Pits TV. So I travel around the country with Jason Gutteridge and the Pits TV team, presenting all of the big events that we do, such as New Zealand Championships for the Super Stocks, New Zealand Stock Car Championships, the World 240s, New Zealand Saloon Champs, Super Saloon Champs, to name a few. I also am the front man for the Burger King Pro Dirt Super Saloon Series, which is a series that Kristen Vermeulen used to run in not so long ago. So a very, very busy man. So I'm very thankful that the Scorpion Cup fell on the weekend that it did, because the weekend before I'm away on meeting commitments and the weekend after. So it fits in perfectly. But no, I've as I said, I've been following Scorpion Race for a very long time, and I'm very much looking forward to putting my talents to good use over in Australia.
It's funny, like it's 2 years, as you said, and you were actually my first person to ever interview me. It was quite scary and quite nervous, as you would have seen on that first night.
Oh, yes.
So, now with the Cup, it's our second year. We're trying to do a little bit more. I've told you what we're looking at trying to do, trying to bring in the actual fans and everything like that. Kind of back the old school type of thing when I was a kid, when everyone was involved in the Speedway, and trying to bring it back. So it's going to be good. And like you said before, you're going to be running around, which is good because I won't have to be running around trying to interviews. You'll be doing it for me, with my daughter be probably doing all the filming as she normally does for us. So it's going to be great for you.
No, I'm very much looking forward to it, Nigel. It's my first time out of New Zealand, on Speedway business, and looking forward to catching a plane out of the country for once, not out of town, and grabbing a rental car and cruising down the Prince's Highway to Nowra and see some cars go around in circles. I can't wait.
Oh, it's going to be a great time. Look, Billy,
Excellent.
Thank you very much for your time. We'll leave it at that, and we're obviously going to be talking a lot more during the year, but we will catch you for the rest of us on the 7th of March.
Absolutely, I cannot wait. Bring it on.
All right, I'll talk to you later, mate. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much, Nigel.
Okay, so there you go. We not only have an international driver in Kareen Annan, but we're also going to have Billy Hickey coming over, who is just, if you ever watch some of the media, as he said, Pit Media and in the Burger King series, get on there and have a look. He actually is really talented at what he does, and I was actually really impressed when he actually came to me and suggested that he'd love to come over and do it. It actually blew me away, the support that we've been getting from New Zealand. It's just been amazing. It's like a Trans-Tasman Cup nearly now. We're really kind of pushing it out that way. So at this point in time, we'd like to say thanks again to everyone that was come on board, had a chat to us over this season. This season's been just absolutely brilliant. We will be looking at a lot of more things to try and come up with and do. Our little project that we're actually doing, we hopefully have that online probably after Christmas, New Year's. So keep an eye out for those things. We will be out at the Speedway tomorrow night at Valvoline Raceway. With that too, guys, get behind Valvoline. They have been notified that they have to move. There's no ifs or buts, that's what's happening. But we need to get into the government and make sure that we've got another track being built in time so that we can transfer straight over from one season to the next at the new facility. So anytime you see Valvoline post up about that, share it, like it, get it out to people and make sure that we're going to be covered for that. So guys, thank you very much, and we'll catch you next time.